desperately try to cheese him every game. So Stork's probably feeling pretty good right now, and I definitely give him the edge from this point on. He's got that mental advantage, and I think he is the better player. However, we're just going to have to see how this plays out. I think Kwanro's just transitioning into a normal macro game. He's pumped a lot of drones. I think he's just kind of teching the lair to get the Spire to do a normal kind of, get some Scourges to prevent Corsairs, and just, yeah, see, he's got so many drones. He's probably putting down a hatchery there. I don't know if that's a hatchery or something colony. Oh, looks like he's not putting down anything, actually. Yep, that's a hatchery. So Kwanro's transitioning into the macro game. And
that really doesn't suit Kwanro's style. I mean,
no.
Even though that's good, like that would be good for normal Zergs, and I think Kwanro can still pull it off. I think really the game is slowly sliding into Stork's hands, and I think he can already grasp the win here, knowing that, you know, first the game was really on Kwanro's playground where he was able to go for the early aggression, but once that's over, and just like you said, you know, Stork has that feeling, okay, it's over, he can't cheese me, I'm safe now, and now it's in Stork's favor, and now he can play the macro game, which is something that he's probably wanted to do every game so far up until this point. He really hasn't been able to. The first game getting Hydra busted, and oh, he's got to be careful, but a little bit sloppy micro there from Kwanro. The Scourge actually repositioned themselves. He didn't actually line them up properly and didn't get any of the Corsairs there, even though Stork was getting kind of greedy with that Overlord. But nonetheless, Stork does have the Corsair out, so he's going to be able to clear the Overlords out of his natural expansion and maybe get some scouting information, although I think he's maybe just keeping the Corsair alive, not venturing it out too far. He did go around one time, and looks like 2 cannons down in the mineral line for Stork, and that Scourge is still running around there. No more Corsairs being produced for Stork, but a Templar Archive's going down. So I have to imagine Stork is going to start adding gateways and building up an army and preparing to do some damage to Kwanro and take his third base.
Yeah, interesting to note, Kwanro's actually, drone count is actually pretty good right now. He's taken his timing where he has kind of, Stork doesn't have many units and can't do much damage. But Stork, he knows that Kwanro's been building drones, so that's why he's moving out with this army. Of course, it's a little too late, and Kwanro does have the Hydralisks out, but it's a cool timing. You try to find that timing where, like, Zerg has been just sitting there and building drones forever, so he doesn't have any units, and you try to find that timing and move out, even if you have only a tiny army. He's actually going to pick off a few drones here. Obviously, he's not going to do a lot of damage. He's not going to kill anything. He's going to get 3
really
drones
good
and run
there
away.
from Stork.
Yeah, Stork is pretty much a baller. He should run away here, though. Oh, wow. Sneaking some Zealots into the main base. That's pretty gangster by Stork. I mean, this kind of shit is not doing a lot, but it's really annoying to deal with for Zerg, especially if he gets drones. I mean, losing drones is just such a hassle. Like, drones are just really valuable for Zerg. Every drone you lose is a unit you can't make. Wow, getting 3 drones there. So he's gotten 6 drones so far on this whole exchange. And he's only lost like maybe 2 or 3 Zealots and a Dragoon for it. So that's definitely worth it for him. Not only that, but getting valuable scouting information. He knows exactly what Kwanro's doing and what his drone count is like. So this is looking pretty good for Stork. He's probably just gonna, at this point, he's gonna put down his gateways and go for that mid-game push or that third base. I think at this point, he's probably doesn't want to go for a third base too soon. He wants to try to make sure that he gets full map control before he goes for that third. Interesting to note that Kwanro not building Mutalisks to snipe Templar, which is something that we've seen Zergs abuse really well on this map. I mean, that's what's kind of turned this map around back in favor for Zergs, is this build where Zergs get like 12 or so Mutalisks and just fly around and use them to snipe off Templars and then control the game with Hydralisks. Kwanro actually not opting to do that, strangely enough. I think that's what he should do. I mean, that's really what would have been in his favor, and that allows him to use his good control to his advantage. I think pure Hydralisk is kind of a mistake. Stork's got 4 fucking Templars sitting right by his Nexus. I mean, if he moves out with 4 Templars, and all Kwanro has is pure Hydralisk, Kwanro's going to be in a lot of trouble. Like, he's going to have to micro perfectly to survive against 4 Templars, and I think those each have 2 Storms. He doesn't want to get these picked off, though. Wow, that was really nice by Kwanro. That's what he needs to do. Oh, good Storm, considering they were on the move. Most of those Hydras are pretty damaged now. Still, Stork can't afford to waste too many Storms. I mean, that's a lot of Hydras. Okay, now building the Lurkers, and that's the smart move by Kwanro. I mean, without those Lurkers, he's in a lot of trouble holding off a Zealot Templar army. Did I wonder, is he gonna drop? Does he have... No, there's no way that there's anything in those overlords. I mean, he's got so many units sitting by his bases.
Looks like
Maybe
he wants
he's
to,
gonna fake
though.
a drop? Yeah, he might in the
What is he
future. I wonder
doing?
why he's grouping all these up here. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe he's just gonna fake a drop? No, now he's running away. Who the hell knows? Anyway, Kwanro's built up a huge army right now. He still hasn't taken the mineral, only behind his base, strangely enough. And it looks like Stork is going to go for the third base, considering he's only got 5 gateways. If this Zergling gets in here, Kwanro's going to know that Stork is taking the third. If he sees that few gateways, he's going to know right away what Stork is doing, and he might go for the attack. So that might be bad for Stork. Oh, okay. I hope he wasn't trying to take that base. That's kind of strange. Just encounter 5 overlords sitting there. Stork's like, what the hell is going on here? Is this guy gonna drop me or some shit? Oddly enough, Stork is not taking the expansion with the bridges, which is much easier to hold. He's actually opting to take... Oh, I think he might be going for the drop now. Is that... Is those getting loaded up?
Yeah, those are getting loaded up. You can hear it.
Okay,
Stork's actually taking the mid-left. Yeah,
I was about to mention that earlier before that.
That was like, I don't know if it was lucky or that probe, but it did scout those overlords, and at the very least it encouraged Stork to move some more units over there. And Kwanro is, I think, trying to create some sort of distraction here on the left side, and he's going to come in with a drop. And I don't know how much damage this is, because as the game progressed, as Stork moved onto the late game, he's been constantly adding more and more cannons. I think, and oh wow, look at that pylon. The pylon actually scouts the drop there, and he has 3 cannons and a high Templar there, and also reinforcements coming. Even though this is a good drop, I think this is a well-timed drop. I don't think this is going to be doing anything here. A lurker, oh my gosh, the lurker getting trapped in there by the 4 zealots. Excellent control there from Stork. And now Stork is going to move up and try and hit these overlords, and every single one of these overlords is filled with units. Stork gets one of the overlords. Looks like 5 are flying away, but like, what is Kwanro doing? He's not even attempting to unload him. He's just losing the overlords, and now Kwanro is going for the third base. Look at all those hatcheries. I think Kwanro has 6 hatcheries right now, pumping hydras, and maybe it was a fake drop. Maybe there's only a few units there, and now, oh wow, but Kwanro needs to be careful. All those lurkers are right next, and here comes the drop again. Kwanro is moving his 5 overlords in here again, and yeah, but oh yeah, he does have the Templar there and 3 zealots, and oh my gosh, look at that storm. Wow, I really hope Kwanro wasn't relying on that drop. And now here comes Stork. Stork, it looks like, actually lost his third base there, so Stork is only on 2 bases. Kwanro's going to need to keep producing units here, but look at these deadly storms.
Oh my god, those
storms.
Oh my god,
look at those storms.
Oh, I think that just won him the game. That was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Stork did a really... I mean, Kwanro did a great move to take out that third base. But, I mean, he just could not afford to lose his army like that, man. Especially after losing the drop as well. If he had maybe saved all those units from the drop and